Hi, welcome to The Redress, a new weekly fashion podcast where we will be discussing style, trends, and our endless quest to curate an elevated, wearable, and cohesive wardrobe. I'm Emma, a content creator and stylist.
Hi, and I'm Ebony, a fashion creative consultant. Episode 3.
We're back.
We are back. So, how's your week been? How are you?
Good week. I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I had a little trip to Barcelona, which was very nice.
Dreamy.
Yeah, nice to get some sun. Yeah, just change the scenery. It was lovely.
Yeah, just what you needed.
Yes.
So, you went for how long? Was it a weekend?
I went for 2 nights.
2 nights.
Yes. I didn't manage the whole carry on though.
You didn't?
No.
I thought better
It's
of
the
you. I thought you were.
toiletries, isn't
True,
it?
true,
It's
true.
just, I've done it before and then they take everything away from me.
No, you're right. Okay, cool. So, did you
No.
plan outfits though?
I planned outfits. I was actually really happy with my wardrobe. I did a bit of a colour palette.
Nice.
Of course, black denim, black, white denim.
Head to toe.
So yeah, I had a really gorgeous little striped set from Arquette, like a knitted set.
I love
which I was
that.
really excited to wear. It was like the perfect temperature for it. Took my leather jacket. I've got like a Jane and Tash aviator jacket, a little bit oversized. So I sort of took that to wear with like that
All
went with
different
everything.
outfits.
Yeah, a gorgeous cos dress, which is super long and a bit sheer.
That was stunning. That was
Love that.
epic.
Wore
I
that
saw
for
you
dinner.
walking with that outfit, and that was just like an epic dress. Gorgeous.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
Stunning.
So yeah, no, it was good. Felt good. Just a nice little weekend. How about you?
My week was good. Obviously, newly into this freelance sphere, and actually, it's quite a busy week for me. But it was great.
It's
Nice
surprising
to
how quick the weeks go, isn't it?
so quick, and it was really lovely to kind of collaborate and meet different people. So I visited the Monica Vinegar store in Marylebone, which
Lovely.
was really lovely. Amazing customer service, by the way. The ladies in there were fantastic, and I kind of tried on some jewelry pieces and everything in there. It was lovely, and definitely got my eye on some bits and pieces. So definitely be mentioning that later in the add to wish list. And then I had a lovely breakfast at Granger & Co with an old friend.
My
My
fave. Love it
favourite. Well,
there.
when she said, "When I meet for breakfast," there, I was like, "Yes, get in." It was just an old friend of mine. We used to work together at Paul Smith when we were in London at head office when I was doing visual merchandising and she was doing PR, and now she's doing PR and all the amazing things at Whistle. So
Oh, so
hopefully
nice
this will
catch up
be
with an old friend.
yeah, and hopefully be some nice opportunities coming our way with her. She's an amazing, humble friend and someone that's just very supportive in the industry. And it was funny because we kind of got talking about the old days, about Paul Smith, and she reminded me that we did this L photo shoot. So L team came to Paul Smith's head office and selected some people to kind of be in there, like almost like a street style issue. And her and I got selected. And I remember the outfit that I wore. I look back now and I had long braid. I was wearing a strapless kind of Paul Smith silk maxi dress.
Lovely.
Sandals and this real oversized like Zara blazer. I don't know if you remember
kept true
it.
to your look then.
Yeah, it had epic shoulders, but it reminded me that it is kind of still what I would wear now.
Yes.
And it was quite funny.
Like a version of that you would still do.
So we kind of laughed and reminisced about
Oh,
that.
I used to love Elle.
Oh, it was such a good,
They used to
wasn't
do
it?
like inside people's wardrobes, and I think
Yes.
because it felt so much more special because it was before you could ever
Yeah,
see any of
of
that
course.
content. So it was always my favourite.
Yeah, so all in all, a good week. And obviously then we met to plan and
Yes.
plot and obviously kind of
Bit of
work.
shop as well.
Oh yeah, of course, a little shop.
Always good to meet in Selfridges.
Yes, we met in Selfridges, had a bit of a wander, looked at some new season product, which was really nice to see, inspiring some good brands out there. I mean, obviously the merchandising and the energy in
Did you-
Selfridges
did you
is
buy
great.
anything,
Did I
Ebs?
buy anything? I did. Yes, I did buy something, which will slowly kind of go on to what we're wearing
so
this
should we-
week. So
yes.
I guess what we're wearing. I bought some new Chanel dad sandals.
Love.
Yes. So when I bought my black ones, was it? I think I had them for a couple of years. I always thought if I was going to get a second pair, it would be like a denim
Yeah.
shoe. And the denim ones came out. I spotted them and I was
Done well
like,
to get them.
I know. I think they came out the day that I bought them, so I was kind
Wow.
of very
Yeah.
speedy in there. They came in kind of light denim and dark denim. I chose the dark denim. I think it's just easy to wear, and they just feel like super special. And I know I'll get my wear out of these because obviously I've been wearing my
100%,
black
yeah.
ones for ages.
No, they look
So I'm
amazing.
wearing these today with some Free People jeans. Now it's funny because we talked about me not really knowing my denim and getting fits, but Free People.
Second week in a row, I think you
Second
had your
week,
denim
check me
on.
out, yeah. So these are some Free People denim. I don't know the actual name, but we will link it in the show notes. They're a bit more high-waisted and they're a longer
Good
length.
colour, really good.
Great shade,
blue.
aren't they? But they're a longer length, so I feel like they
Oh,
look great and they
nice.
kind of like fall over
Nice
your
with the
shoes,
sandals,
which is
yeah.
great. I'm wearing an L&A basic tank. And then my kind of fave piece is this Charles, and I don't know how to say the surname, I think it's Thurwit.
Oh yeah,
I might
like
have really,
the men's brand.
yeah, I might have butchered it. A really iconic shirt brand. I've actually got 2 of these shirts. I've bought them pre-loved for about £5. However, I did some research and the brand is amazing. It's got such incredible shirts and they're around the kind of £60, £70 kind of
That's
price
good,
point, which is
yeah.
actually great. So I'm definitely going to look out for some
Such a
more.
nice fit on you.
Yeah, I'm wearing like a men's size 46,
Okay.
but I think it's like an easy
Nice and
oversized shirt.
Yeah, good colours.
Yeah, so kind of wearing
Nice
all my
spring
blues,
look.
spring look, feeling a bit fresh.
Lovely.
Yeah. So what are you wearing? I think I spy something new.
I've got on my 16 Arlington sort of silk snakeskin pants.
Cool.
So they're just like nice and relaxed. Just thought they were a perfect piece I could wear all year round. So like dress up, dress down, nice for holiday. And I've just teamed them today with my Lulu Studio knit. It's a knit I've got this winter and I've worn it so much. It's a really nice fit, lovely grey colour. And my just plain white Common Projects trainers.
Nice. We forgot to mention the why, and obviously the why is obviously really important.
Yes.
Why we're wearing this. I guess why I'm wearing it, probably similar reason to you. I'm starting with the one piece. So I was like, I want to wear my Chanel sandals today, so I'm kind of working from that. But I also kind of we were inspired by some of the content that we've been looking at and researching this week about kind of trends in spring, and I'm seeing a lot of kind of amazing outfits with lots of blues in there, denim in there. So I think that's what kind of inspired me in this look, and I obviously feel comfortable too.
Yeah, you've made it work for you.
My own.
Same for me actually. So like the snake print, I love brands like I mentioned before, like Kate and 16 Arlington, and I was just seeing a lot of like the snake print coming through. So when I saw these, I was like, oh, perfect. That's a nice way I could get trends into my wardrobe, but still make it work and a piece that I know I'm going to wear again and again. So for this week's fashion journal, we're going to be discussing trends. So this is the trend report. So before we go into all the trends that we're loving, we thought we'd just give a few little tips on how we find them, how we make them work for us, I guess.
Totally makes sense.
And you've got some really good tips, I
You
see.
have too. So I guess the first thing is obviously there's a lot of trends coming through, and it's always about how you interpret it into your everyday wardrobe.
How to navigate them.
How to navigate them. Yeah, I think you can kind of get overwhelmed by all of the kind of editorials and publications and articles out there for new season, new trends, and it can get quite loud. But I think it's always about kind of seeing what you navigate towards, what feels like you, what you can make feel wearable. You don't have to follow the trends, but I think it's about what inspires you and what you get energy from, and how you can then make it your own, I think.
Yeah, I love that. It's almost like instead of sort of asking what's on trend, it's almost really think about what you're noticing and what you're loving. Like you've picked up on blue, and that I guess wasn't a trend that I'd particularly noticed, but now you've shown me some content. I'm like, of course. And actually I love that's what you were really drawn to, and you've made that work for your wardrobe as well.
Yeah, and I think it's not necessarily about, like you say, it's not like blue isn't necessarily a trend, but it's something that you're seeing kind of like styling and outfitting, and you kind of start picking out things. And I'm like trying to get a little bit more colour in my wardrobe. So I'm kind of working with the blues and the greens, which for me feels fresh and fun because obviously I tend to be in quite tonal colours. So I do feel a different energy without it being this like real prescribed.
Nice way to change up your
trend.
look
Exactly.
slightly.
A big shout out is going to go to @Annie Collage. This is a really amazing Instagram account, and I think it's a great place to look at if you are looking at trends, because what this Instagram account does is basically collage, from shows, and then when you're kind of scrolling across, you're almost seeing multiple outfits on one image.
It's so aesthetically pleasing as well to look at. Ebony introduced me to the Instagram account, and I'm obsessed. I've been like saving everything.
Me too. I think this account is going to, go massive. It's just everything's cut out in a gorgeous way and placed amazingly. And you're like, yes, I want that. Yes, I could do that. And it just feels really digestible, doesn't it?
Yeah, that gives you just a real clear vision.
Yes.
Of all of like what's been going on.
So I think from there I kind of found a couple of shows and things that I loved and liked. It was easy for me to just quickly scroll through, digest, save, but it was just a really accessible way of looking at trends. So again, you haven't got to read all of these magazines or prescribe to all of these different fashion publications, there are easier ways to digest the trends for
Yes.
you, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think style.com for me, I love, but I guess that's what Annie's collage is sort of
Yes,
doing. You know, she's
yes.
going on style.com, but there's a saved feature on there. So I've got the app and then I go on all my favorite shows. So like the recent one with Saint Laurent, there was so much inspiration for like how to style like evening wear and just save loads of images. So yeah, and then go back through and like work out what's coming up again and again for you that you're drawn to
Yes.
and use that as a way to help navigate the trends every season.
I think also what's a really great idea is to pick brands that you would like to embody or kind of show up as a new you in a fresh kind of new seasonal way. This brand Totem is a fave of ours and isn't necessarily a new brand, but we've come across a new function, which is an app. We kind of work on a shared document, and I put Totem app on there, and you were like, "What is this app?"
Totem app? I've never heard of
Yes.
this.
So
Downloaded it straight away.
downloaded it. I'm going to lift it up now. It's an amazing app. Obviously, we've seen new in, bags, spring edit, all of the kind of normal things that you would find on a kind of fashion app. But it's a really great function called Wear. And in Wear, you're seeing 4 different kind of I guess sensibilities and events, yeah. Travel, everyday, weekend and evening. And as you go through each one of them, you get different looks and it's so clever.
So clever,
So for
isn't it?
example, in travel, you're seeing a look that's excursion, all black, amazing outfit. You're seeing morning swim, lounge, which has like the amazing 2-piece that you have, and I really want to get it. That is on my wish list in a way.
Co-ord, yeah, it's
The
gorgeous.
amazing co-ord. Even in everyday, you're seeing like meeting, work, lunch, interview, and it's just it's just
inspiration
so
for
inspirational.
everything.
I think it's a great place to find a brand that I would love to embody. I mean, it's a brand that I buy from a lot and I will go to look for styling opportunities or just new pieces. But this app is just, I mean...
It's giving you like fresh ideas on how to style
Yes.
pieces, that simple pieces. But I think if you have a little look on that, it will give you so much inspiration.
And it's also not necessarily making you buy these pieces. You're like, I have a trench and a cool bag.
Yes.
Oh, I would wear it with sneakers. And
And a
that is
plain
a
white trainer,
cool
exactly.
outfit for walking. Or there's a cool look on here that's like, where is it? It was like, let me find it from the weekend. Ramen, like going to have ramen. You've got like an amazing oversized white jacket, a little silk scarf, cool big bag.
And it's like the tan bag.
I mean, it's gorgeous. So it's just kind of showing you colours to put together, silhouettes that work, and then amazing, easy outfit ideas. Such a good app.
Love it. Downloaded it.
Downloaded it.
Can't wait to have a good look at it myself. And then, so what trends are you seeing coming through? I know I'm seeing a lot of like the maxi skirt. What are your feelings on this?
So I'm not really a skirt wearer. I love a pant, tailoring, denim. So for me, it's not something that I would want to invest in. I appreciate it and I love it. I have got a really old, amazing white denim maxi skirt that I actually put away in the attic. I actually probably had it for about a couple of years and I've put that away. I might bring it back out and try it out and see how it fits and if it feels like me. Again, I would style it with like a cool t-shirt, a big shirt, maybe some sneaks or a Chanel dance sandal, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
So it isn't a place where I would invest
Yeah.
for sure because it doesn't really fit in my working wardrobe.
Yeah, I'm the same actually. I wouldn't invest heavily in it, I don't think.
Yeah.
As much as I do love it and I've seen it styled in so many cool ways, like again, just in ways that we would wear our jeans, I guess. So like a denim maxi skirt with white t-shirt, blazer. I think it's a
Yes.
really nice update to that look. But I think you can pick them up on the high street. So I know Arquette, I've got some really nice ones. For me, it's about getting the length right.
Yes.
So I would go for a longer that length one for sure. But one I'm loving is the cargo, like utility trouser.
Yes.
I think that's
Are
really
you going to
nice.
invest?
Well, I think probably already.
Yeah, already.
So I've got some Frankie Shop green ones I got last year, I think, actually, that I'm looking forward to wearing again. And then I did pick up some bit. So the Frankie Shop ones, I guess, are just more of a tailored trouser, but with the pockets to give that utility vibe. But then I picked up some from Free People,
Nice.
which are a bit more billowy. So that bigger, they remind me of something I wore like 20 years ago.
Ooh, nostalgic.
Like, do you remember
That's
like
cool.
Maharashis?
Yes. Oh
yeah,
my
so that's
gosh,
what they
yes.
remind me
Oh,
of. And actually, I
nice.
had a pink pair of those. So I got a pink pair from Free People and a white pair. But the white I styled just with like a simple black sandal and a black knit. And
Nice.
I really like, I think I spoke last week about, really loving that monochrome look. And it was just a really nice way to do it with like a bit of the unexpected like white
Love
cargo sort of trouser. And then I'd be teaming it with like a smarter black blazer.
We can get overwhelmed by the trends and all the things that are out there, and especially kind of get overwhelmed by kind of cult products and those products that you're seeing constantly on your feed and different people wearing them. How do you think, you can navigate that? I mean, obviously you're in that content creation life, and I think sometimes you can see lots of content creators almost wearing the same thing, or maybe they're getting gifted something, or it's, a press, a press item. How do you think you can navigate the noise of seeing those things? And is it a positive thing that it is repetitive, or is it kind of, does it get too noisy, do you think?
I think it's a really good conversation actually, because how I view it, I guess, is yes, there are always cult products. There always has been. There
Mm,
always will be, and it's how only buy it or invest in it if you genuinely love it and
yeah.
it works with your wardrobe. Because if you're buying it just because you've seen lots of people wearing it, then you are going to get sick of it. Um, I think like the totem scarf coat. Actually, we've just been speaking about totem is a good one to talk about. That we've both got it.
Yes.
It's definitely a cult product. But for me, when I saw it, I just I just fell in love with it. I loved that it was a little bit unusual, a little bit different, but also very practical and works
Yes.
so well. Like with my wardrobe, with my jeans, with a white t-shirt. I love when you can just wear your basics underneath and just have that real sort of piece to make your outfit pop.
Yeah.
And that's what it did for me. And I think one thing to remember is Instagram isn't the real world. So you can be on Instagram scrolling and seeing maybe up to 10 people wearing a totem scarf coat in
Yeah, of
one
course.
day. But actually, if I'm going out in London for the day, it's very rare that I see anyone else
Yeah.
wearing it. On Instagram, I'm following people whose style I love and admire. So, of course, they're probably going to have a similar taste to mine. So, I do think don't let Instagram fatigue put you off
Yep.
if you genuinely do love something,
Yeah, I
and just
agree.
see how you actually feel when you're wearing it. There might come a time where we are tired of it, because I
Yeah.
think that is just natural with all clothes.
Of
But
course, I agree. And like the same, you have the black with the white stitching,
yeah,
and I loved it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is something that I really want to get. And I put it on my wish list and kind of held back a little bit. And then it came out in the all black, and I was like, yes, this is my
sold.
soul dream one. And like you said, I know we definitely wear it differently. It is a practical piece because you don't have to also carry a scarf. I'm
Mm.
thinking about commute. We live in the UK. It's always a bit breezy. And I also think that with that Instagram fatigue, also use it to your benefit, because I think it helps to see different people wearing it, different body shapes, different styling opportunities. I think it can be a positive thing. I think it is just looking at it the right way.
That's so true, actually, because I wore mine recently with a white crop trouser and a black heel, and
Yeah.
that's because I'd seen someone on Instagram wearing it. So
Yeah.
that's a really good
And then I
point.
would wear it with, or have worn it with, a baggier trouser, sneakers, and then a hoodie hanging out of it.
Lovely, yeah.
So completely
So
different
it
ways
might
to
take you
wear.
out of your comfort zone to see how someone else has styled it.
Yeah.
I think another good piece to mention is the like loafers. So I know
Yes.
we both had the Gucci loafers, both wore them to death. And I have updated mine recently with a Prada pair, because I'm just noticing, well, probably for the last couple of years now, they've just got a bit chunkier.
Yes. A bit
And
heavier.
yeah, that's it. And as much as like the Gucci loafer is a classic, I just feel a bit more modern now when I wear my chunkier ones.
I haven't invested in a chunkier loafer, and I haven't worn my Gucci loafers. Actually, I have two pairs. I've worn the black down to nothing, but I bought a brown pair and thought I would wear them and hadn't really worn them at all. But I might bring them back out. So I've been seeing lots of like streamlined looks. I'm thinking about the row, thinking about a longer length denim, longer
Yeah.
length pant, and maybe a sleeker shoe might feel modern and
Yeah.
relevant. And I think that for me is another point to mention. I think don't get caught up in what's in and what's out
Yeah.
and do's and the don'ts, because actually some of us can reinvent the wheel, and actually fashion and obviously any trends are all circular. So yes, we're talking about a bigger shoe, a bigger loafer, bigger sneakers, but then maybe there's a time, well, there will be a time where the sleeker look will come back, and
100%.
actually wear it. Who cares?
And
Wear it
maybe like
now.
change the styling.
Change the styling,
Yeah.
storing things away, not getting rid of everything,
Yes.
storing things away.
Especially something like that, because that is the Gucci
Yes.
loafer is a
I mean, I
classic.
might not wear the black. I think for me, I'll bring the brown back. I think with the Oxford shirts and the blues and those kind of tones, I think I might bring that back and reinvent that shoe again. So I'm not going to invest in a heavier tread,
You're waiting,
loafer.
just
I'm
sitting
waiting.
back.
I'm bringing it back. And actually, I also want to show up a little bit more elegant and a bit more
Yes.
streamlined. So for me, that might be that little
And you've almost
nuance.
got your
I've already got it
chunky
ready.
shoes
I
with
haven't got
your
to
rose
spend any money.
sandals and your Chanel, so
Exactly.
you don't need to buy into that. I think another good thing to do when coming into the new season is look at some like independent brands,
Mm.
some new brands that are coming up, and see what they're doing. So a brand that's on my radar at the moment is BR Park.
Ooh.
Again, don't know if I'm saying that right. Um, but they've got some, you will love it,
Okay.
gorgeous tailoring pieces. So I bought like a long wool skirt from them. They've also got like a relaxed crop trouser and an oversized wool shirt.
Nice.
Just some really gorgeous pieces, really elegant.
Yes. I think a brand for me that I haven't bought from, but I'm kind of keeping my eye on, is the Israeli-born designer Nili Lotan. Again, oversized silhouettes, the proportions, the color palette, just the kind of the pieces that go together. I'm thinking like, oh, that might be a new brand to look at. So again, it's not looking at a trend as such, but a brand that I might not have shopped at before, and maybe looking at new,
That you're a bit drawn to.
yeah, new
Yeah.
nuances.
Massimo Dutti on the high street as well. I've not ever really shopped there loads,
Me
but
neither.
I bought a striped cardigan from there recently, and I've been like looking at what they've got, and they've got some gorgeous, gorgeous pieces for the new season. So definitely keep your eye on that one.
So I think the message is not fixating on trends. I think thinking about what you gravitate towards, where your energy is going, what you want to show up as, and just kind of doing your own thing, you know, taking inspiration, but not necessarily prescribing exactly to that trend.
Yeah, I think if you're shopping anyway and buying new season pieces, the chances are it's going to be on trend.
Yeah,
So just buy what you genuinely love.
exactly.
So should we go into now the real trend report?
Yes.
The trends that we've been seeing that we're drawn to. So obviously there's loads out there. We've just picked a few that have caught our eye.
Yeah, let's go.
So summer black, always a trend, isn't it really? Always. It's
Always.
always the one that comes back around, and definitely one that we always buy into. I adore black for
Me too.
summer. I wore a black totem linen, like a thicker linen dress in Barcelona, and I just felt so chic in it. It was a bit smarter than what I would usually go for, but there is just something about when the sun's shining and you've got a really cool black outfit on.
I think for me as well, you're right. I think black is not always about winter and those kind of colder seasons. You can still look so chic in black when the sun is shining.
Yeah, simple black tank, long black maxi silk skirt, nice sandal, just so simple and easy. And I think that's what we always look for, simplicity. So I think black will always be a trend for us.
So, spring blues. So obviously I need to get a bit more colour in my wardrobe, and I was looking through Annie's collage and looking through some of the shows. So Bottega, I think the brand is Courage. We'll put the proper, the words in the show notes. Tibi and Etoile is well Moran. It was an amazing Etoile look, and it was super layered with this amazing blue blazer. It was head to toe tonal blue. And so for me, I'm really excited about that freshness, those Oxford shirts, blue denim. I mean, there was denim across all of those brands. Yeah. And just bringing in lighter, darker navies, stripes, checks. There's obviously that incredible Bottega shirt
I was going to
that
say.
Kate Moss was wearing.
Which we felt the other day, and it's leather.
It's leather, and the denim she was wearing were
Yeah.
leather. So it was, again, quite strange and a new fabrication, because it looks like denim and like a
just looks like
shirt.
a
It was
plaid
amazing.
shirt.
But I think, that's what I'm excited about. Bringing in those blues, that freshness, making my kind of face feel brighter and lighter.
Yeah.
And just, adding a little bit of colour in there without it feeling too scary.
So I think we've both noticed a lot of sheer and lace coming through, which again works so well for us. I think for our evening wardrobe, it's a really nice way to like amp it up. It's like sexy but subtle, works so well under, you could get like a nice sheer bodysuit and wear it underneath like an oversized suit.
Yeah, I think the suit that I'd be thinking about would be the Frankie Shop Girl suit.
I think you've just got to wear that with confidence.
Yes.
Make sure you get the right underwear. Quite like the Skims. They've got like the big sort of like triangle bras that are really simple and plain. And then I've seen a really gorgeous Wolford like lace bodysuit that I think would be so nice to wear underneath.
So sleek. Yeah. And obviously Stripe and Stare have got some amazing layering pieces like vests, roll neck, layering, long sleeve layering and tops that again offer that kind of like slinky feel.
Yeah,
and a bit
nice and thin.
Yeah, a bit sheer but still kind of covered up. But I think again gives that subtle sexiness, especially for evening. Next one I want to talk about is leather and suede. So obviously you typically think that's more of a heavier fabric, but we've seen some lighter pieces of leather coming in. I've recently bought the Whistles clean bonded jacket. It's a bit of a shacket, it's oversized and it's really lightweight, but again I will wear that throughout spring and probably summer, layered over an easy slip dress. Whistles have got some amazing pieces. They've got great bombers in there, they've got a leather dungarees, they've got some leather pants, they've got some really insane...
They do leather really well, don't they,
so
Whistles?
well. And yes, it is an investment price point, but I think even if you go to high street you're still gonna have to pay a little extra, and the quality is incredible. So I think getting those light pieces of leather out, I mean they're all black in my my mind, but again, just make any kind of spring outfit look so modern and fresh without having to wear a blazer or a denim jacket. I think leather is the key.
And you mentioned suede. I've got a really gorgeous jacket from Suzanne. Like, again, it's a bit like an overshirt,
Yes.
and they've still got it now. And I love bringing that out in the spring. I think it's gorgeous. And sometimes with the styling of it, if I wear it with jeans, it can sometimes feel like a little bit costume.
Yes, I
So
get that.
I often wear it with like black tailored trousers and a white t-shirt. And I think it's a really fresh look. So one I think I'm really excited about is that quiet luxury. So like the row, really buying luxury items but not necessarily having the logos all over them.
Yeah, I love that. It's almost
Really
like
good
a
quality.
more function, less fuss, and a bit more of a lifetime wardrobe, I think.
Yes,
It's
definitely.
an everlasting trend, isn't it? I was really excited when I saw the campaign by the art director, is it Magnus Berger? It was a Max Mara campaign starring a gorgeous model. And it was this beautiful kind of elegance Riviera look. It was a simple, I think it was a midi or a maxi dress, sandals, this epic, beautiful hat, and this just super simple bag. No logos, no fuss, but complete elegance. And a look that will just last
Timeless.
timeless but stunning.
Lovely. I think brands like Ray that we've mentioned before really lean
Yes.
into that as well with the really simple but functional, stylish pieces that are about building your forever wardrobe. So
Yeah.
even though it is a trend, this timeless luxury, but it is still timeless.
Yeah, I think it's thinking about that modern approach, that kind of craftsmanship. And you can get it on the high street too. You know, Cars and Massimo Dutti do some amazing pieces. They've always got lovely suiting, lovely kind of easy, simple dresses, shirts, tops. I think you can get that look for less from a high street easily and every season.
Yeah, definitely. And I mentioned like the Row. So I love like the Row and Kate bags, but also you can Everlane have got a gorgeous like Italian leather tote bag
Ooh.
that would gives that same look. It's really good quality, really simple, plain,
Yeah,
but
a lovely minimal bag that I really love is from a brand called Porto Studio. They have a beautiful pouch with a little kind of drawstring to it. I actually think I might think about getting it in white. It was a strong contender for Add the Wish List. It didn't quite make it, but it was a strong contender. But it's a bag that I would just have, wear it
what's
out
the
in the
brand?
evening. Porto Studio.
Porto Studio. I've not heard of that.
It is stunning. Again, the imagery of the Instagram account is gorgeous. Again, very inspirational. But again, like you said, minimal, less fuss, no logos, just sleek and timeless.
So that wraps up this week's fashion journal. Hopefully that's inspired you to try out a few new trends. So now on to our outfit dilemmas. So we've had some more questions in.
Ooh.
And I thought this one was a good one.
Okay.
Especially for you, because I feel
Oh,
like you will be a very good person to
okay.
answer
Interesting.
this. So, I need some help with my weekend wardrobe. I've nailed my Monday to Friday work life wardrobe, but when it comes to the weekend, I never feel elevated. Please help.
Mm. So I think for me, it is always about comfort. I mean, comfort first.
Especially at the weekend.
And especially if you've nailed the 9 to 5
Yeah.
work wear. I mean, the weekend is the time to chill and relax. But I get it. You don't want to feel starving. You still want to make
Yes.
that effort. So I'm always in a tracksuit. Always in a tracksuit. My latest tracksuit is an Adenola tracksuit. It's in a really nice chocolate brown. Again, I like to buy it a little bit more oversized so it's roomy. And then kind of adding little socks, Nike sneakers, New Balance, whatever. But then I would style it up with a blazer. Or if I've got a big hoodie, definitely want a blazer on there, or an easy trench coat. Okay, bringing back my Totem trench coat out. And recently I've got an amazing Novo leather trench actually, which again looks amazing with just easy kind of
Pieces underneath.
really effortless, and making that be a bit more of the show, the show look. So again, that's it. If you want to be comfortable, maybe it's the outerwear choice that is the kind of the main star of the show. And also it's just about makeup and hair too. I'm definitely try and make an effort. I don't like to put a lot of makeup on at the weekend, but I might do my hair in a little bun or wear a cool little baseball cap, and then carry a bit of a top handle bag or a little kind of clutch or pouch, so I feel a little bit put together.
They're the pieces that will elevate
But really,
it.
ultimately, I am so comfortable and at my best. You've got an amazing tracksuit.
Yeah, so I've just got a Conscious Citizen tracksuit, which is like a really gorgeous, like grey colour.
That is the most perfect grey I've seen.
Yeah, it's a really nice fit as well, actually. And I would say that I went for a bit of a stage of feeling a bit like that at the weekend. And I think I actually just invested in a few tracksuits. And I think you just assume because it's a tracksuit, you could just pull any old one out of your drawer. But actually, I think I bought a Frankie Shop one a couple of years ago, a grey one, and that was a bit of a game changer because I would go out the door still wearing a tracksuit, still feeling comfortable, but actually because it was just felt like a nice fit and it was like nice material.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you think makes it feel elevated? But it is that, isn't it? It's the fabrics and there's
Yeah,
those
I think it's
choices,
the
isn't it?
fabric and the fit is maybe like slightly thicker,
Yeah.
but I definitely think your little with the styling tricks, like definitely like a cool pair of socks. Like Adenola do some good socks, or like Ray do some nice socks.
Yes.
A pair of New Balance, and I do exactly the same as you. Like pull out my nice coat, so I'd wear my nice trench coat over the top because I think that throw your trench coat over anything and you instantly look elevated.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's just working that wardrobe that you wear in the week.
Yep.
Some of the pieces work with the tracksuit, I guess.
Yeah.
Done.
So as usual, we end the episode with Add to Wish List, our favourite part. And it is a mix of things that we're wanting to invest in and also things that we may have already bought. We will be truthful. So on my list this week, I have 3 things. First are a pair of earrings by Monica Vinader, and I'm bringing it up now. They are called the Root Hoops, and they are in collaboration with Mother of Pearl, which is a beautiful, contemporary and responsible brand. On a side note, the founder, I think, or the creative director, Amy, has done a beautiful film called Fashion Reimagined, and it's out now, I think, in the cinemas, and I'm excited to see it. I think it's going to be an incredible story about her mission to create a kind of sustainable collection. I think it's all about from field to finished garment, on a side note. But the earrings are stunning, and the money actually also goes to support our dementia choir. So as a nod to my grandma, who obviously recently passed away of dementia, I thought it was a really beautiful kind of nod to her. My grandma always wore hoops as well. So for me, it's like a little kind of like
Yeah, you definitely
style
need to
thing, me and
invest
my
in
grandma.
those.
So I'm definitely investing in those, and they're a beautiful price point. I think they're 150, but an amazing charity that the money goes to. My second item is I need some new teas, and I've seen that Nova London have got some beautiful and amazing simple cotton teas. I'm probably going to invest in a black and white. I feel like I need to get rid of some of my teas and start fresh. Again, a really great boxy shape.
Lovely.
And my last thing is the Steamery Steamer. They've brought out some beautiful colours. I mean, that is definitely a pull. The design and the colours are stunning, but actually practically, I want to be quick in the morning and I haven't got time to get the ironing board out and the iron. So a quick steam kind of makes things feel fresh. And again, it's just easy access. And they've got a really great one that you can travel with. It comes in a pouch.
I was going to say perfect for
and
traveling.
a really great fabric shaver. But the steamer is what I need, like the basic, like proper retail steamer. So those are my 3 things.
Good wish list.
What's on yours?
So mine. So first up is the Jacquemus hat. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
So it's got like the drawstring. When I was in Barcelona, it was so hot and we did so much walking around. Like I literally gave myself a headache and I didn't have a hat. I thought, I've got hats for the beach, and I love baseball caps. They don't particularly suit me. So I was like, I need that sort of hat that can do city and beach as well. So I'm definitely going to invest in one of them. They've got so many colours. I'm probably going to get black or cream. Maybe a beige one, but yeah, that's definitely on my wish list. Probably going to be my next purchase. Number 2 is the Refi brow tint.
Ooh.
So my daughter actually sent it to me last night, which means she obviously wants it. So one for me, one for you, Mum. But yeah, I definitely need a bit of help with my eyebrows, and it just looks really easy to do. It gives that sort of real natural look and bit of a tint. So yeah, that's my next one. So next thing is the Aura ring. I've been seeing this come up loads lately. As soon as you say it into your phone, you'll keep seeing it. But I'm not wearing my Apple Watch so much anymore, but I do love the idea of like tracking things like my sleep and my steps and things like that. So I think you can get a really sleek ring, comes in like a nice black,
it looks like
nice
just
shape.
A normal ring, doesn't it? It's really chic.
That's it, and you have the app on your phone. So yeah, that's on my wish list.
So episode 3 is rounded up. Again, please send in your outfit dilemmas.
Yes.
We need to answer those. And yeah, be sure to follow us on all the socials
At the Regis Podcast.
Yes.
Everything we've spoke about, we will link in the show notes, or if you're watching on YouTube, it will be in the description box as well. So if you want links to our outfits or anything we've mentioned, we will pop everything there.
And then next week, episode 4 is all about
stepping up to the occasion.
Outfits and events and kind of feeling glam and special. So
it'll
be a fun episode. So
make sure you like and subscribe and share it with your friends. And we'll see you next week.
See ya.